be reading a selection from Mrs. Honeycutt's Hat, written by Jeff Broomberg. Just then, Mrs. McSnoot came marching down the street with her poodle. "Why, Mrs. Honeycutt!" shouted Mrs. McSnoot. She always shouted everything she had to say. "What on earth is on your head?" "It's my new blue hat," she said in a tiny voice. "It came all the way from Paris. Oh, I do so hope you like it." "Like it?" bellowed Mrs. McSnoot. "It's horrible! It's terrible! It's a chicken! You cannot wear a chicken on your head." "Well, why is that?" asked Miss Honeycutt. "What will the Queen think?" Mrs. McSnoot cried. "The second she sees that awful thing, she'll drive right by. You must take it off this instant." "I just don't know," said Miss Honeycutt in a tiny voice. "I think I might have the right to wear what I like. And I won't wear a lobster, and I won't wear a weasel, but I would wear a chicken. And I'd like to wear it on my head." "It has to go," declared Mrs. McSnoot, and she poked her bony finger in the chicken's face. Now, the chicken, who didn't see very well and needed spectacles, thought her finger looked just like a worm. And so she bit down fast and hard. "Yo!" Mrs. McSnoot wailed. All of this shouting made the neighbors stop their work. The first was nosy Miss Bisbee. She and her cat stuck their noses out the door to see what was going on. Suddenly, Mrs. McSnoot's poodle broke away, dragging her along behind, right between Mrs. Bisbee's legs and after her 27 cats inside. At first, all was silent. Then 27 cats, with 27 meows, leaped through the windows and doors and ran right up the old apple tree in the yard. Mrs. Bisbee skipped a jittery jig around the tree. "Call the fire department," she cried. "Call the Navy. Tell them my babies are up a tree." The fire department came right away. But just next door, the ever-nervous Mrs. Wimple was taking a bath. And so, when she heard the fire truck siren, she just knew her house had to be on fire. "Fire! Fire!" she screamed. Then she wrapped the shower curtain around herself and leaped through the window right into the fire chief's arms. In Mrs. Wimple's hurry, she had forgotten to turn off the water. First one drop, then two, then a trickle, then a waterfall began to rush out the window. Soon mud was running from her garden into the road, and everywhere people were slipping and falling. Now, it should be said that the people of Upperton could be very stuffy. They believed that you had to dress their way or there was something wrong with you. And so, when the tales of Miss Honeycutt's chicken hat spread through the town, everybody hurried to gather around her. Now all were as mad as they were muddy. The Queen was due any minute, and everything was going wrong. What else could happen? They asked each other. Mrs. Corinder, head of the refreshments committee, looked up at the courthouse clock, then down Piccolo Street. And sure enough, the baker's truck was coming with a 12-foot cake. And the truck with the raspberry soda was coming from the other end of the street. Each driver was so surprised to see a woman with a chicken on her head that he forgot to look where he was going and slid in the mud. With a great crash, cake and soda flew into the air and came down all